There, now you can hear me. Hello. Check, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm live. Okay. And check, 1, 2, 3. Can we get the mournful sounds of Disco Elysium on the board? There we go. Hello, gamers. Welcome. How are we all doing tonight? I'm playing Disco Elysium, a game that I've wanted to play for a while now and that I haven't. Yeah. General heads up. I have never played this game, so I cannot give specific trigger warnings or anything like that. But I do know this game is a lot less chill than a Pokemon ROM hack. So, why does it say continue? Did I start it? I must have started this a while ago. But anyways, I don't remember how it begins. So, just as a heads up, yeah, there is alcoholism in this game. There is, I know that a big part of this game is digging into, like, the psychosis of this guy. So just as a heads, and the darkness that lies within as we talk about political thought and the way that we relate to the world around us. So, be wary of that. And if something comes up that makes you want to dip, feel free. You don't have to worry about offending me or anything like that. One of the first people you're likely to meet is a good barometer. Great. Okay. I'm always, whenever I get a thing like this, I'm always just like, oh no, how do I pick what my character is going to be? Because I am locked into this choice, and what if I do it wrong? Extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts and comes up with original ideas, plus encyclopedia. Sensitive, very psychological, a magnetic personality but unstable, might begin to lose his mind. Or physical, extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done, but dumb as a rock. I do kind of like that idea. Create our own character. How does... Okay. Okay, so we can... Motorics, your senses, how agile you are, physique, psyche, intellect. Raw brain power, how smart, sensitivity, how emotionally intelligent we are, musculature and how strong we are, or our senses and how agile we are. Yeah, we've got our character. One's across... Oh shit, it let me do that. Hold on, if I do that, will it let me, like... No, it just says, you want to be all ones? By all means, go ahead. I love games. Hello, welcome. What's our random look like? We're very agile and smart. Average intellect, weak psyche, and physique. Who do I want? Okay. Harry, I feel like being agile is not the way to go with this guy. I think this guy needs to be physical. I think that we need to be physical. I think that we need to be like dumb but intuitive, I think is where I want to be. And then like I'm terrible intellect, average psyche. Like I if I remember right, as a character, I'm a cop who like has been on the path for long enough. So I want to be able to be a guy that like knows the vibes, to be like, I know who I'm looking at and like the scene. I've been around the block a time or two, so I know what's up generally, even if that's not always like smart or correct. I think is kind of how I want to be. Maybe like 4 and 4. And then like we can get the job done. We've held a gun, you know, or if we do like, I have one more point. Okay. Am I just making myself like just fine if I do no, I want to be dumb. I want to be dumb. I want to be a bruiser. I want to be a guy who like can size up a scene, but is more likely to be like, I guess this is what I'm about to punch my way through. I think is how I want to be. Oh, I can go to genius. I don't think I want to be a physical genius. That you're putting far too much faith in how smart Harry Dubois can possibly be. That's the thing. I want to be absolutely dumb. You went 4, 5, 2, 1. Okay. See, I want to make us. I want to make a guy who's willing to punch. I think is what, like, willing and ready to punch is where I feel like the vibes I've heard of this have been. He's ready for a fight, and he doesn't want to think too much about it. He just wants to, like, get in there. Average psyche, average senses and agility and stuff like that. Terrible intellect. Who gives a shit? Someone else can do the thinking for me. Just point me a direction and we'll go. Good job of making every stat important in some way. Good. I always worry that I'm going to be like, oh, this game is entirely about thinking. Okay, set skill. We only get one skill. Okay. Endurance, take the blows, don't let the world kill you. Pain threshold, shrug off the pain, they'll have to hurt you more. Oh, shit. Electrochemistry, go to party planet, love and be loved by drugs. Now there's an idea. Physical instrument, flex powerful muscles, enjoy healthy organs. Raise the shivers, raise the hair on your neck, tune into the city. Half-light, let the body take control, threaten people. This kind of feels like what I'm looking at. Oh, cool 4. High-strung investigators. Shoot now, ask questions later, cops, surprise haters. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Cool 4. City lovers. The wisest of the streetwise, the genuinely supernatural. I hear that this game is incredible if you have it, like Shivers makes this game great. I don't think that's the character I want to build, though, is the thing. Cool for high flyers, parties enthusiasts, cops who need lightning. Yeah, I'm not looking to be the drugs guy. Cool for muscle men, bare knuckle brawlers, gym teachers. Yeah. Physical instruments, not only your muscles and your skeleton, it's also your ability to use them effectively. It enables you to do push-ups, sit-ups, knockout punches, and 360-degree spin kicks. It's a one-size-fits-all solution to a thriving and surviving in the physical world. At high levels, breaks down doors, chains, and bones. Makes you laugh at the namby-pambies you can't. You'll be manned up, encouraging others to curl iron until they're manned up too. At low levels, however, you'll have a hard time arresting anyone who isn't infirm or already dead. Indeed, engaging in physical confrontations could leave you in either state. What do we got in other places? Hand-eye coordination, perception, reaction speed. I like reaction speed. Savoir-faire? What is... Oh, acrobats, thieves, unbearable show-offs. Sneak under their noses, stun with panache. Interfacing, that's machines. Composure. Suggestion. Esprit de corps. Connect to Station 41. Understand cop culture. The very spirit of policing, the copgeist. It enables you to understand your blue-souled sisters and brothers, not only by picking up subtle signals from your partner, but by witnessing flash sideways scenes as they play out in your precinct. At high levels, you'll be the very heart of the police force, not only willing and able, but obliged to take a bullet for your partner. However, without it, you'll be flying blind, unable to understand discreet remarks colleagues make in high-stakes situations, remarks that just might save your life. Inland Empire was your choice, enjoying seeing the differences in how we prioritize. Where is Inland Empire? Hunches and gut feeling, dreams and walking life. Unfiltered wellsprings of imagination, emotion, and foreboding. It enables you to grope your way through invisible dimensions of reality, gaining insight into that which sight can't see. What's really going? What do these enigmatic riddles mean for the world fate? Okay. Volition, keep high. Empathy, authority. Charm men and women. Visual calculus, reconstruct. Yeah, none of these. I'm not picking any of these. I'm not even going to read them. I kind of like the idea of I want to build this guy as a dude who sucks. I want to start the game as a dude who sucks and then see what happens from there. Whether that becomes a guy that sucks less, or if this game is a game where I just say, you know what, we're going to suck this whole way through. I kind of like, if we're going to suck, being King Cop feels kind of interesting to me. I could have the city talk to me directly, but I think I want to start with a guy. I want to start this game with a guy who is only here to police, and then see where he goes from there. I think is who I want this guy to be. And I'm curious to see how this goes. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown. Begin.
There is nothing. Only warm, primordial blackness. You're conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
How does that sound? Not on a hey, does that sound good level, but on an actual like Twitch chat, how does audio sound here? If I turn this up, I'd like to let this play out entirely. So I want to make sure that it sounds good as I do that. I'm going to turn it up a little bit because it's going to be mostly talking words, and then we'll go from there.
Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Simply keep on non-existent.
Time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Give me some more.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
I like nothing.
I know you do, baby. I know.
How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Halonzi, let's go.
All right. Nothing down to fuck all borough.
A return trip to the silence, please.
Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir?
Don't stop. Keep singing. Sing me the song of death.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation.
I'm more surprised the game knew I was man meat.
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Oh, mother help me. There's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth?
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Who hasn't been here before? Well, you're not here exactly. Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. Please turn this off. The reel-to-reel tape player's still on, rolling empty. Okay, that's tab, I guess. Like step one is always look at yourself in the mirror, right?
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man.
Sounds about
Suddenly,
right.
you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Wipe
As
the
you
mirror.
slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Could estrogen save Harry Dubois, the greatest threat in the history of mankind? Locked by moderation after 12,239 pages of heated debate. Look, the game already said I was man meat. I don't know what else to tell you. Abort, you clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see in there. You'll never unbecome it. I don't care.
Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I'm not making it. The face is
Please
making it
stop.
itself.
It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Okay.
Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off.
He kind of has the Mr. Beast grin. Like, it's not deep, but it is there. It is.
What
I
does
won't-
it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I can't unsee it. Superstardom. God, I don't know. It's indescribable. I think it was to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. I'm insinuating it's vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too in a sad has-been kind of way. There's some charm to it.
There might have been 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
Okay, this is a white check. I can retry it. Encyclopedia or electrochemistry. Encyclopedia is a formidable 13. Dig into your mind to look at the source of the expression, or attempt to stop the expression from happening. Very low chance. Electrochemistry is a 5. Let's do it.
It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like that,
built different.
It's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
Well, joke's on you all. I rolled double 6s in order to remind myself that I'm sad and that putting on a fake display of happiness only makes me sadder. Great. We're just going to leave that there then. What's up with the tub? I see bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liquors. Yeah, give me a shirt. Gonna go out Winnie the Pooh style. +1 conceptualization, -1 suggestion. It's a real statement to wear it, but it also has an unsavory odor. This white satin shirt used to be fancy. It used to really catch the light. Now it smells like someone took a piss in the armpits. That's just me, baby. Let's get some pants. What we got? Tight around the thighs, -1 savoir faire? Is that how you say it? Savoir faire? Savoir faire? I do not know, I think, French. A, not entirely sure what language I'm supposed to be assuming this is. B, not sure how to speak it once if I do know what it is. +1 electrochemistry because they're tied around the crotch. His golden brown trousers are flare cut. Normal bell-bottom trousers would be boot cut. These are far from normal. They are someone's piss-soaked, cum-stained party pants. Well, never mind. Savoir faire. Okay. It is fair, though. That's what I was kind of confused about. Yeah. Oh.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
I bet I can just grab it.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. The blades come squeaking to a halt.
All right, necktie. +1 Inland Empire. It has a vivid imagination. Adorned with a garish pattern. It is disturbingly vivid. Somehow you feel as if it would be wrong to ever take it off. It's your friend now. You'll betray it if you change it for some boring scarf. Uh-oh. Almost died to the ceiling fan. Still don't have your tie. Nice. Grab my jacket. So that was a disco-ass blazer. Hell yeah. +1 Spirit of the Cops. Halogen watermark. Told you, we're playing Hyper Cop Run. Grab an empty cassette case.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Hey, we solved the escape room. Item gained. Green shoe left. High heel, chrome embellishments. Fits your left foot perfectly. Now all that remains is to find the other shoe. Great.
window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Light check.
What do you mean, assess the damage? How would you do that? What are you even trying to do?
Okay, it's only... I can only redo it if I have points in that skill. Okay.
The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
All right, well, that's a mirror. Yeah, that's a mirror. That's what my check determined. It's a mirror. Do I have to, like, equip that key? Key to room 1. Okay, maybe that one's just locked. I guess I can't turn that off. Okay. Can I look at myself now that I'm all dressed? Will I like myself more?
Bathroom wall. In it, your face. Now without the expression. It's just hairy.
Give it a shot.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
All right. I'm curious if this is a game where it's like, oh, you shouldn't attempt something if you don't want to find out. Like, you know what I mean? Where, like, should I try everything or if it and fail, or if it's like, oh, if you try it and fail, like, you fucked up. Oh. Yes, both. Got it. +1 composure, awesome watchtower heals. -1 savoir faire, heals ridiculously high. All right.
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet.
How do they fit?
Good. They're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Honestly, I just got some new shoes, and having shoes that fit, like, well, and are just nice and support your feet is just, like, solid feeling. Hey, 40 cents. March, the year 51.
Hello, officer.
Hello?
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
Why'd you call me an officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Goddamn right, I'm a policeman. Don't you forget it.
Okay, cool. I won't.
Good. How'd you know I was a police officer?
First, I have to ask. Are you okay, sir? You look like you're about to throw up. Can I bring you something?
She's right. Something wants to come out through your mouth. But you can keep it down because your body does not control you.
I'm fine. Answer the question.
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, as you put it.
What kind of business?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her physically. I got 2 +1s. A red check can't be retried. You know what? I feel like I just woke up hungover. Now is not the time. I would not feel like doing that at all. I don't remember being a cop or anything else for that matter.
I can see that.
You know why?
Could it be because of the drinking?
How would anyone let me be an
Don't be
officer
so
of the
harsh
law?
on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Yeah, I'm good.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Hey, before you go, I have some questions for you.
Yes?
Your room's next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
And loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them. Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
It mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
Was I singing this?
Yes, there was a church in there, a really small church, like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also,
What else?
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
Sorry.
Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me.
Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Oh, that's so me. What did I do?
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Please tell
There
me there
was.
wasn't anything else.
I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable.
Sounds like you were in some real fundamental pain there, muscle man.
I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Where exactly is here? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, like, where are we in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Hey, Revachol forever.
Forever and ever.
And ever and ever, out of the corner of your eye, you see the hair on the back of your hand standing on end. It feels as though low-grade lightning is coursing through you. You must be hypersensitive from the hangover.
What is it they have against the police here?
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
All right, you can go now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
The what now?
The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It once smokes.
Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
She broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
I should not do that.
Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now. But find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly a cool renegade man. A mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils.
You heard it here first, folks.
Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Oh, well, I don't want to pass up massive bonuses. Hold on. Where's the run button? There we go. We got a quest. Weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe de Monde. That's the guy I know from Twitter. Everyone loves Kim Katsuragi. That was not the right button. Hold on. Nope. Oh, I thought that the A was over whatever that little square thing under it was. Okay. Speaks to the radio. Music is seasoned with static. Hell yeah. Computer, 500 cigarettes. Menus wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. Juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone's working. Water cooler. Hey, got a Nosafed. Hello,
A
sir.
man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now, he's purposely ignoring you.
You the bartender?
I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Thank you, Gart, the cafeteria
He's
manager.
very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
I
What's
have
the difference?
3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Oh, where'd Sylvie
She
go?
just, you know,
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
What happened to the bird?
look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Hey, something tells me you don't like me.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
Oh my god, I did all those things?
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
All right. Thanks, bud.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
It's because I'm cute.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Fuck it.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Oh, it's so cool. It's very cool, but won't I come off like a douche if I call myself that?
No, you won't. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name, and you're one classy cop. Say it.
My name's Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well,
Doesn't even process what you just said, just moves on.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
Yeah, you mean him? Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yeah, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
Look, man, yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What a shame. Get to it now. Rip that body down from the tree.
Yeah, don't worry about the body. I'll rip it down.
After it's been up in a tree for that long, any kind of ripping is inadvisable.
What are we supposed to do again?
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
But I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
A painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating with discomfort. The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine. They won't have that. So cigarettes will have to do.
I like your chemistry. Shut the fuck up. Let's get going then.
To you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Wait, shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It wasn't on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
All right.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Surprisingly chill for a guy that's just come into town and learned that the guy he's supposed to meet with is an absolute shithead fuck up. Hi there.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Oh, I'm no sweetie. Look at me.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife. What a character header. Oh, that stupid dimple's only brought me suffering.
Love can be cruel, sweetie. Love can be cruel. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead. I'm Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
I hope you're right. Hope it's not too bad.
You know where we are, right?
We're in Revachol.
That's right. In a hostel called the Whirling in Rags, to be precise.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes, and Revachol?
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's the spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Thank you.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders. Outside, the melting snow seeps into the cracks in the walls and the cobblestone streets, all the way down into the sewers. Above ground, the first Maybells blossom. You can feel it, a great cold. Then the shiver passes.
Have I not failed any of these passive checks, or does it only show me a check if I succeed it?
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Only show successes, okay. And yes, I do hope that, I hope Kim's got some kind of range to be able to balance our melee. I can't wait till we hit a turn-based combat yet. I'm waiting for that. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us.
Oh, no. Nothing like that, dear. Revachol is a zone of control, led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly not one who's horseback.
Of course, you've arrived at a weak world, where no one appreciates animal husbandry.
Oh, there's no government. How come there's cops?
Oh, dear. This is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
What's the revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
I'm a cop. Whatever it was hasn't stopped me.
Of course, sweetie. I really don't know how to explain it better.
So how'd I do?
You didn't do too well, dear. You really only knew what year it is. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Reality, in a word. It's very odd.
Well, shit. What's this pen she gave me? I guess I can't look at it mid-conversation.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Well, who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course.
He's a ranged build.
Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
You're probably right,
Seems
Kim.
to me that you lucked out with your partner. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law. Someone you can lean on, and sweetie, you are looking unsteady.
Well, I'm going to get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
I'm doing great. I don't know what anyone's talking about. I managed that conversation very well. Pen with a green ape head on one end. The ape has closed its eyes, kind of expression adorning its face. It seems to be meditating. That pen rules. We meet again.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
As I said, Detective Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
This motherfucker's got so many cafeterias.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective, it's
What?
your turn.
Oh, you
Yes,
mean
yes,
questions?
He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would? I
You
don't
killed
know
him.
Who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
I have another
The
question.
lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
How do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
And why'd Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
This is the second time you've avoided the subject.
Oh my god, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it.
All right.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
What's Real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Oh, I understand. You mean I owe you money?
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
What do I owe this place for?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
What exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
Since I woke up, I'm having trouble remembering even the most basic concepts of reality.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Incredible to get proceed to show him the coins you found. Is this money? Presided by proceed, but don't show him the coins. They're yours. Is this money?
Yes, it is.
That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. I'm now down to 90, right?
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
Oh, but that's horrible.
It is.
It demonstratively suppresses a world-weary sigh.
What happens now?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
I don't remember where my home
Officer,
is.
You really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
I love that Kim is spends this entire time just being like, Jesus fucking Christ, this guy. That's between you and your God. I just need to figure out how to get a body out of a tree. Call your station, let your people deal with it. Oh.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I don't really remember.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know, near? South, maybe?
You don't really know, do you?
I don't. Does this mean I'm homeless?
South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Can I trace the way back somehow? To the exact street, the exact number on a building?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Thanks, Encyclopedia. Okay. Tasks. Find smokes and smoke them. Inspect victim's body. Report your badge missing. You're getting a reality lowdown. Who made the call reporting the crime? Call Sylvie. Pay for damages. Great. All right. Kim, where's your car?
Yes?
I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow.
I really don't remember anything. There was drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Like, I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
Look, I'm afraid this is a medical situation.
Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in a mirror and had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer. Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
Your heart beats twice like a fist. The serotonin deficiency makes your teeth clench.
Thank you, oh wise man.
The lieutenant blinks, his mouth slightly open, and his body motionless. A microsecond passes.
Excuse me, I was lecturing you. I shouldn't have. You should consult a medical professional if you feel that you need help. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth.
This habit of dispensing wisdom has been brought to his attention before. He will not think less of you for lashing out. He is trying to curb it.
Okay, forget it.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Where's your car? This it?
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away.
I think I just animation canceled a cutscene or something.
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
What do I
Grey
see?
sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How's it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
What's to the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez. With its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky. Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. The frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
Hi, Alice. This is Officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
Hey, this is me here. I work at your station.
10-4, what's your status? Over.
It's not good.
10-18, 10-20, over.
Please just talk human to me. These numbers mean nothing to me.
State your message, sir. Over.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, repeat message, over.
My badge. I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain, over.
1022, the captain. This sounds bad. Bad and scary. Like being called to the headmaster's office in school.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Haha, officer's lost his badge. Like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh goddammit. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vicmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
Come on, operator. Tell him to stop. This is serious.
He's asking you to stop. Says this is serious.
Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite Officer Vicmar concurs. Losing your badge is serious. Over.
Can we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Could you all stop saying lost his badge from? No. Enough with this. I have other things to discuss.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
I don't have my gun.
No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Lying
hey!
over the phone? It's easy. Just say it like it's the truth. And then it becomes it.
No, of course I didn't lose my gun.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance? Over.
This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
I need information, not fear.
Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Want to know if you got my badge's description right? No. You alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself.
That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12 here. Over.
Alright, well, I wanted to know if you got my badge's description right. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth?
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force. Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over.
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth. A small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier. Around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, a buzz with laughter, when Officer Judith Minot enters. Her left arm is in bandages, and her hair trimmed short.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
What happened is my partner made contact, and it's not good. He's lost his badge. He seemed confused, delirious even.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner, Chester McLean, near the entrance.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, all right. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. That was some gnarly shit there.
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
Crowd in the room has started fidgeting uncomfortably. Someone's trying to slip out unnoticed.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain. Or anyone else.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
We'll give him a couple days to pull his shit together. I can hold off for a couple days. He lights another cigarette.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
Pick up the radio
This
again.
is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Can you connect me to Station 41's Lazarus?
It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
I was told to call the Lazarus. People are worried about me.
Oh, it's you.
You know who
yes,
I am?
There's no end to the misfortunes fate has seen fit to rain upon me.
Sure. Can you tell me about myself, as in who I am?
Who? You are? You lost your human visage a while back. Now let's get on with it. I've got more important things to do.
I've lost my memory, all of it.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised? Okay. Anything else?
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
Isn't there anything you can do for me?
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
Yeah, I want the truth.
You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime.
So it's political. You're being neglected because of political reasons. The money is probably going to some old, oily...
And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mactorson.
It's not fucking cryoactylate. It's super glue, Doc.
I guess that's it for now.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Yeah, I need you to connect me to a civilian, Sylvie. She may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Electric Gone. It's going pretty well so far. I'm great. Everyone else at my precinct hates me, and I need to figure out where a body is. Kim, didn't Garda give you Sylvie's number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
Yes, hello?
Hi, this is the police calling. I've got some questions for you about your last days at work.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
You quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
All right, I won't push you on this. You ever coming back to work?
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
All right, was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Do you know who made the call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Well, why didn't you call? Didn't a corpse sponge your workplace bother you?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse.
I mean, us. You should have called the police.
No one calls the police. The Union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Wait, Kim, she's speaking truth? Is Union the law around here?
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the Dock Workers Union.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
Looks like there's a limit to my authority then.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Maybe there's something else you can tell me about.
I don't know what to tell you, officer. I didn't call you because I didn't want to get in trouble with the others. With the Union. I'm sorry about that.
All right, next
Yeah,
question.
go on.
Have you seen my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
My badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere?
Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Kim doesn't have a uniform, and he seems real to me.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
Have you seen my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
I showed you my gun? When did that happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and...
Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you really want to know?
And what? What did I do?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
People tried to back away from you, or even slip out of the door. But you screamed, "I am the goddamned law, and you have to listen to me. You are all suspects in a murder investigation."
Okay. I don't know what to say.
Me neither.
What happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like, "Big bucks cannot lie," and "Guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns." It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask.
I think I got everything I need, thanks.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Oh, can I figure out why she seems angry at me? Let's see.
No, she doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like Gart.
It's definitely some other guy. A guy like Gart.
You know women and their constant problems. Yak, yak, nag, nag. How's one supposed to get the love going like that? That's where you step in. You're Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire. Help the poor girl out, lest she turns into a spinster.
Oh my God, not a spinster.
Not a spinster, my God. You have to intervene on behalf of love. First, calm her down. Tell her you've got everything under control. And then go have a boys' talk with God himself. Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
Refuse the love quest, although it's wonderful. You still there, kiddo? Listen, I got everything under control.
No. What?
You and Garter, right? Little trouble under the sheets? Say no more. Papa's got this. Big Papa.
Big Papa is happening.
Oh God. Please, just stay out of my life.
Look, I got a hunch your love life's about to take a very pleasant turn. Give the lieutenant a knowing wink.
What? What is it?
Oh, you'll see, Lieutenant. You'll see.
Call was terminated by the other party. Anything else, officer?
Oh,
It's
God.
on. The love quest is on. Too late, everyone. It's on. Take it to God now.
I'm done with the radio for now.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Got a lot of oh-nos in chat. Love to know where this is going. Alright, I think I leveled up. So I get to pick one skill that I have and improve it. Oh, no, I didn't want to... No, well, okay, I'm copy cop. I got even copier. Great. All right, super cop.
Kuno's got this.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno!
Hey kid, a word. Police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the dick.
Whew.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Stop throwing rocks at my crime scene.
Kuno, yeah! Right in the mouthhole!
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Goddamn right he's not a gardener. He's an athlete. Every rock connects, making the battered corpse look just a little bit worse for wear.
Look, I got questions for you.
Entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The body, what do you know about it?
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
Cam, help me out here. What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
See anyone suspicious around here?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
Jesus. You know who he
Kuno's
was?
Fuck Gimp. Kuno uses the fuck Gimp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
You know how I got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it
heard
happening.
Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Where'd you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Where's Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the Gimp, if that's what you meant. You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost!
At the crime scene. You kids often play in this yard?
Right, Pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Guys, who's Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, Pig?
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
It's only something you'd call a rabid dog.
Yeah, think about it. Think about that rabid Kuno shit.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Jesus.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Just answer the questions.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pig's in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Look at his shit-eating grin. He knows there's nothing you can do to him. He's bullying you, and you are helpless. Kill him. Kill him now. He won't see death coming.
I don't want to kill him, but I do want to knock the kid out. Let's see how this goes.
Thump. The blow connects surprisingly well, leaving your knuckles tingling. Kuno feels it. This was no light tap.
What?
I think we can have a normal conversation now. Am I right, Kuno?
Officer, this is very far from normal police conduct. Get yourself together.
For heaven's sake, he thinks. This has gone too far. Don't make this any worse than it is. Just get back to questioning the kid.
Okay, Pig. Kuno knows to respect that violent shit. You should see Kuno's dad. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything.
The creature behind the fence has fallen ominously silent. Only her eyes are alive, jumping from actor to actor.
Okay, Pig. Talk to Kuno. We're back in this shit. The fuck do you want?
I want to discuss this body with you again, Kuno.
The fuck about it?
You know how I got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno, you heard Kuno.
Okay.
I don't know. Some Mesk or... Yeah. Kuno didn't smoke your...
Get lost!
I have more questions about the crime scene.
Yeah. The kingdom of Kuno. The fuck... Yeah, whatever.
Okay,
Kuno
well-
doesn't give a shit.
Figure out what's going on with the kid.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Think you can turn the Kuno down for a moment? Let's talk like normal people.
Trying to fuck at the Kuno. Trying to fuck at me. Trying to fuck. Kuno only gets higher. It's faster, faster, faster. Can't take the Kuno. Stay out of the reactor.
Kuno gonna fuck you up! Up!
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work with what you have.
You respect me now?
You're dreaming, Pig.
A little. But don't expect anything to change.
Don't let him dominate you, Kuno! Fuck his fat ass!
Alright, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like, and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
They always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow.
What kind of boots are these?
They are armor, no boots. Technically speaking, these are sabatons.
Okay, then what kind of armor is this?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Ka-ching, baby.
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
No, that's not what I meant.
Of course.
The lieutenant nods often. It's part of his unplastic expression range, communicating both professionalism and sarcasm. This time, the latter.
Knock on the
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether, like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
How about the rest
locals
of it?
Probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil. The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and an intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What'll mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak. Your fist clenches suddenly.
It'll be riddled with disco.
Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
Is this a map of the night sky?
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's that?
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Cool machine.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
What do we need a photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Here, a souvenir. Don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you. Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
It's a bad time for a drink, right?
Extremely.
What kind of rope is this?
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Can't come up with anything other than a harbor.
Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves.
I sure wanted him to stay here. The polyester seems strong.
It's not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
How'd they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt. Buckle closes. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there.
Were you assuming dock workers from the harbor did it?
The brief suggested as much. Politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life. Certainly not a briefing.
Okay, you should ask me for one the first moment we get.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Tell me, who are you, dead man?
The corpse is dead silent. You have no idea why you just said that.
Who is he? He is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic build.
The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from its stench. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it?
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
His face and hands are pink, thighs too. The rest is greenish.
Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
Relax your eyes.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
He's beaten up. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
Oh.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
I think he's dead.
I agree. Totally dead.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Something's coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
We got lucky.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
I don't know what to think. What do you think?
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
Yep, seems like a lynching to me.
Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption, but we should still get him down before assigning a probable cause of death.
But there is no breath to catch, only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
So how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
We've been thorough. Do you have a plan for getting him down?
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
Maybe we can ask for help from the harbor?
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to
Yeah.
be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go.
Confirmed. It's unsafe.
Yeah, wait, let's reconsider.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, either one of us could do it. We use the kid's ladder on the side of the tree.
I don't trust that ladder. The assailants didn't use it. It's rotten and less sturdy than it looks. And I don't see another good way up there. Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this. Clown
Why?
cops climb tree, fall down. Enraged cop assaults children after falling from tree. Cretin cop, they like that word, saws the branch he's sitting on, literally. Local children report corpse mutilation.
Fuck yeah, climb that shit, monkeys.
See, you're only making them do those things less.
I'm not afraid of newspapers. We shouldn't be.
Oh no. We should be very afraid of newspapers, and the radio stations too. We should be wary of enticing them in any way.
So we're just gonna let these kids bully us into not doing our work.
What I'm proposing is, we save acrobatic tricks as a last resort, after we've tried everything else.
Oh, these have got to be the most fucking boring mulka parts I've ever seen.
Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do it. No. Maybe we could shoot him down?
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
He's, shoot up there maybe?
Yes, the buckle, where it ties the cargo belt to the tree. If the shot hits that, then there might be a small chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
Hey, gorgeous, coming in. Hello. Heads up, there's a corpse on screen. Okay. Just as a heads up.
Okay.
How you doing?
Are we live?
I'm live, yeah.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
I'm doing great.
Hello. Hi, Moxie. How you doing? Are you a super cop? Because I'm not. I'm not doing great.
Uh-oh. Sup, chat? Hello, hello. Yes, this is Miss Moo. This is Miss Maxi Moo.
Hand it to me, I can show them off a little better.
Okay.
No, she does not want to.
Are you a little camera shy?
Hi there. Yeah, how we doing?
She's doing great. Chat? I don't know how well you can hear me or not. Chat, I will say, if you have not seen Six the Musical, watch it. It's great. Really, really good, really fun show.
Good.
Yeah, it was great.
Cool. Tell me all about it later?
I will.
Okay, I'll be wrapping up streaming in a little bit here.
Yeah, you're good, you're good. Alright. Goodbye. I'm gonna go read Vigilantes, I think.
Have fun. See ya. All right. Can I level up real quick? Let's level up our hand-eye coordination. Let me try.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said.
Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst thing that could happen?
I'll blow his head off.
Take it! Take the shot!
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks.
Yeah, Moxie likes being held. She's a little Velcro cat. She never wants to not be with us, is kind of the long and short of it.
He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
He is pointing directly at my head. Easy does it, partner.
He's gonna fucking
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
A lot of things were wrong with that shot. The fellow's test was the wrong choice. His shoulders were raised, but above all, he cannot trust his eyesight.
Fucking idiot! Mukabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
It's okay,
Kuno
man.
study too. Kuno.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
Try again, maybe?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position.
Let me do it.
We have
I leveled up for this.
I didn't do us any favors with that.
What
I have
now?
to say, it's beginning to look unlike.
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot yourself.
Can I have the gun? I should try.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
They only have one gun!
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana poika! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
The
Feel
cold
the weight
piece of
first.
bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him
Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger.
Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Close your left eye first.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the morning light as the corpse slowly rotates.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now?
Oh, I was hoping that might give. I'm hoping that might give me an extra to this roll. Yeah, Kunoise is a wide variety of slurs and cusses in a variety of languages, truly applied in all the wrong ways. Hey! This game's fucking easy.
The buckle explodes into tiny pieces, coming loose with a whir. With your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the body slump down. For a moment, the man appears to kneel in front of you, looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Who killed you?
Communism.
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash within your cortex.
My
You have
God.
no idea where it's coming from, only that it's right. Then the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes sideways into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
Hey, who's laughing now, you little shit?
Fuck you, Kurpale!
You've been policed.
Ace is high.
Oh, I could just leave him hang and slap it. Are we? I don't think we're positioned
A
right.
little hot to perform the customary salutation. Your palm hurts from the slap. It's precise and down to the point.
I knew these guys were.
We
What
will
now?
perform a field autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before... Excuse me. The stench is getting bad. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. I need a little breather before we do the autopsy.
Yeah, hey man, get this kid on League of Legends.
In the meantime, we should try to interview Evrard Clare, the leader of the Union. Harbor property was clearly used in the hanging. The harbor just east of here. Getting in might prove a challenge, though. Or we could ask around for the representative of the logistics company. My initial information says the Wild Pines have sent some sort of strike negotiator to wrangle control back from Evrard.
Is this the famous list of initial interviews?
Yes. And those were the interviewees. Let's go.
Hey, skill issue. I don't know why it took you 2 days. It took me one cutscene.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
What kind of boots?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard.
Can I get an exact count?
What do you think you are? A super detective?
Okay.
You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Well,
an inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
why am I looking at this pile in the roofing material?
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling.
What feeling?
Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
I'm gonna assume I failed that check too. Alright. What's in here? Hey, getting closer. Got some magnesium.
This trash
Yeah,
container
I get you.
is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Lieutenant, what do you think could be in here?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Yeah, I feel like there's something in there.
What do you mean, feel?
Just a hunch. Maybe someone threw something in there?
Mm-hmm.
How do we get the lock
try
open?
Using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or...
Did someone say pry bar?
Hey, fuck yeah, pry bar.
Pry bar, pry bar. Your palms yearn its cold touch, to grasp it once more, as you've done so many times.
No, or pry bar.
We might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. And he also has information.
This dude
Ask the
sucks.
manager. Bullshit. Go straight for the pry bar and pry this baby wide open.
Amen. I am a physical instrument. That's what I do. Let's play my music. My music goes pry bar. I got a lot of shit. Okay.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers.
This is Precinct 57.
Oh.
How may I assist you? 57.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering. A metallic drawer slides out.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Take the red tip pry bar.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand. Heavier than you'd think. Cold and heavy. Like truth. You feel like you're reunited with truth once more. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The
Chain
handles
cutters.
are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand.
The adventure game thing to do is to take all the tools I can. The stupid guy thing to do is to leave the flashlight, because it's daylight. I don't need a flashlight.
Slides back into
The world expands when you don't metagame. That's really the truth behind it. Now, am I going to regret not having those that flashlight sometime, or am I going to go back and get the thing that I just let go? Probably. Time will tell.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in.
There we go. That'll make this easier.
This trash container is locked. The sliding
28.
lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. Force time isn't happening. You've jammed the pry bar under the lid, but it just isn't bending. What is this? Your triceps ache for the metal to bend, but it resists. This calls for a potent curse to help break its resistance.
Kick a container.
Unsatisfying, hurtful. You hear a ringing sound, but not quite hollow. The can seems to be full of itself. Content, happy you failed. This snickering trash container is having a grand old time.
The fuck kind of metal is this? This is fucking shit.
The quality of metal is not the problem. From what I see, it's sturdy enough.
That's
Let's
it. I
ask
can't
the
pry it
manager for
open.
the key. This is clearly not working.
But I wanted to use the pry bar. I feel like I'm losing out on something not using the pry bar.
You are. The pry bar is quite satisfying and handy. But you are just not good enough at prying. You should get the keys.
Fuck. We take some magnesium to deal with the fact that he just called me out. All right, let's unequip the pry bar. Because I don't want this fucker to think that I pry barred his precious trash can. A pinball.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Well, fuck yeah, no shit.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
Look, we need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
I'll talk to him about Sylvie once I have some dirt on him. Oh, that's true. The cigarettes do convey major bonuses. I should probably smoke an entire pack of cigarettes before trying to do it. You're absolutely right. Thank you for the reminder. I guess I don't have to do anything with keys.
This trash container is locked. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Doesn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes of carton.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked
Bag 'em.
jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of ribbed-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
Thrown out towel, a mug, that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
You think someone from the Whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Okay.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's just organic waste, cold and slime. Nothing. It's nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
No, it can't be.
Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away.
Well, lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes.
Okay, I'll do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
I don't
the
need a
container
mug.
sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
There we go. So I can interact with... Oh, interact Y.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Urinal?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Look at the white papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
Just mention of a naming convention here?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
And they're written in capital letters, too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. You like this grimy murdering, don't you? Wish there was one in there about a drug den. You love those. Gets the blood pumping. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Commit to paper.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. And a fuck you to you too. That last one cuts a slash right through the paper. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the Citizens Militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
The Hanged Man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
All right, I'm done inspecting these.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Can I read them now?
Yes, you can
Of course
piece
I
them
can.
together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700.
Wait, what is
World Mural.
What is HDB 41?
41 is your precinct.
What is HDB?
It's safe to say those are the initials of the officer responsible for the case. Your initials.
I think what you meant to say was RAC, Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
No, the alphanumeric begins with HDB.
I'm ready to admit I'm not Raphael and go on with my life.
That's comforting to hear. Now, detective, it takes half an hour to piece one of these together, if you still want to. Here are your options.
I can revisit
Not
this.
much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard. In the back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out.
I can keep getting away with it. I am never punished. There was a moment that I almost didn't do that one, and then I thought, it's me though. I'll get it in the first try, and then I did.
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form, waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs, color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs.
Enough of these.
The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paper, an aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. A bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's a sorry sight.
All right.
The rotting man lies on his side. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
First, what exactly is a field autopsy?
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Do you have another pair of gloves?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, I'll take it like a man.
And hygienically?
Yes.
I suggest I handle the physical part of the autopsy, and you take notes.
We just fill this in, right? Show them the field autopsy form of my ledger. That's right. That's why we're reading books, folks.
That's right.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with...
That's you.
Write the initials HDB.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says...
Coroner's case number...
KK57-0803.0815.
3 of those are the lost numbers. Whoa!
Next, NA. Next, NA. Roughly 50.
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Like the kid deserved it.
Teeming with opportunistic microorganisms, letting out a foul-smelling diamine compound. Your eyes turn watery.
Mondial.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Fucky!
Male.
Pigs can have sex!
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
So what happens when you speak League of Legends out in the real world.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only 1 box remains.
None, at least not after the initial examination.
I agree. Lividity pointed to a lynching.
Then again, the right lividity is easy to produce if you know what you're doing.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. The building is tall, 7 stories, wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide. The other, an accident. The small one. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
External examination summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing. Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short. Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation. Ligature mark.
Starts cutting the polyester.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Good thing we got these chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges.
Now
like
I gotta
white bread rising from the east.
I got a high chance of this one, which means this is gonna be the one that I fail, and I'm gonna cut this thing's head off. I'm gonna cut this guy's head off.
After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow. Snap! The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark...
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
I'm gonna fail the one of these that leads to instant death or whatever.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled meat is gentlest, pulling up.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia...
No! Let's get up and see!
I fucking knew it!
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury. Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
I'm gonna finish the autopsy before you ever saw the body.
Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temple of pain that knew little tenderness in life.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
This is the body of a soldier, mercenary.
Mm-hmm. We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars. Last item, hands. Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle.
Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment. Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next? I'm afraid we can't continue before we've gone through both the central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
It don't even have a joke.
Nope.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth. Hepatobiliary. NA.
I don't have anything.
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
I don't think
Neither
so.
am I. Same for toxicology and serology. NA. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with a hanging. Gastrointestinal. Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Write it down, keep the voila.
What's next on the list? Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fills. Leave a 4th one too. Nothing. Just in case. Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer? Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity.
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Right. Next.
Ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured. The cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
First, how'd it go?
Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order?
What now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse.
I'm gone. Into the wild pale yonder.
Where's that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Takes one to know one.
Go ahead, Coppo.
What's happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoonie, Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Enough.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also see me in your dreams.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. The corpse seems to yawn, content.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
No, let's leave it to the processing guys.
I worked as one of those processing guys for a year. They are butchers and clowns. I once saw 20 CODs go misidentified in 1 week. Chances are slim to none that they'll find anything useful in processing. In short, you and I are the last line of detection. If you're not sure we got everything, we need to look again. And for that, we need to refrigerate the corpse.
Okay, where do we find a fridge for the body?
It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
Fuck are you looking at, Beano man? You want a piece of the Kuno?
Only if all else fails. Hurry. This is one task we cannot sideline.
Soon, you'll be looking for clues in a pile of sludge and bones.
Yeah.
If you think so, officer, I need a little help for carrying him to the holding pen of my kinema. I'll take it from there. It's
Then
too late
what?
to take him into processing today. I'll take him first thing tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not leaving this thing out in the yard with Kuno. Like, I'm just not. All right, I think that is going to do it. This game is really cool. I'm really enjoying it. I don't know that I'll be continuing to stream it here. I'm kind of doing this as a one-off thing since Sam was out tonight. I don't trust the Kuno. Yeah, this has been great. I'm excited to see more of this. I'll probably keep playing on my own time, honestly. But I do think that we're going to call it here for tonight. So thank you for joining me with a quick autopsy. It sounds like because I got a good shot, I skipped a lot of what can happen in this early thing. So I don't think that you're missing anything if you watched me play it instead of playing it yourself. Yeah, it'd be a long, slow burn if I only played it once a week, probably. Yeah, a lot of stuff that I was able to do, and so I'm able to run through this real quick. So I had to internalize racism to get the thing down. Well, I'm built different, I guess. This game's wild. Give it a shot. Also, while you're giving it a shot, check out the People Make Games videos about the situation of the company after this game came out, because the studio like split, and now there are 3 or 4 different studios that are like, we're carrying on the legacy of ZA/UM. I'm not sure how you say that out loud. Wild situation with the devs, but also check that video out. It's incredible. And that's gonna do it. Good night.